Hello, everyone. This is Monica Reinagel, and you're listening to episode number 556 of the Nutrition Diva podcast. Welcome. We're talking about Yerba Mate today. What is it? What are the health benefits attributed to it? And how can you best enjoy it? Mate is a traditional South American beverage that's brewed from the leaves and stems of the Yerba Mate plant, and that's a tree that belongs to the holly family. Mate is widely consumed in Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, and Brazil, where the mate tree is indigenous. But you'll also find mate as an ingredient in energy drinks or even in the herbal tea section of your local health food store. Fun fact, technically, the word tea only applies to the leaves of the Camellia sinensis, or tea plant, so the category of beverages popularly known as herbal tea are actually tisanes. Anyway, human beings apparently have a universal appetite for stimulants. Depending on where on the globe your ancestors found themselves, they might have enjoyed beverages made from coffee or cacao beans, guarana berries, cola nuts, or tea or mate leaves. Although each contains a slightly different array of active chemicals, all of these plants contain caffeine, or a closely related molecule with similar stimulant properties. There are many impressive health benefits attributed to drinking mate, including greater energy, mental focus, reduced fatigue, weight loss, antioxidant activity, and enhanced sport performance. But before you get too excited about this new miracle brew, most of those benefits that are attributed to mate are available from any caffeinated beverage. There's no question that caffeine stimulates the central nervous system, and that results in alertness and reduced fatigue. Now, the impact of mate on weight and fat loss is likely to be relatively minor, especially compared to the impact of your food and movement choices. And similarly, expect only incremental effects on your athletic performance. It might help you go a little longer or a little faster, but mate is not going to turn a weekend jogger into an Olympic runner or anything. So let's talk about how caffeine affects the body. Caffeine is not addictive in the true sense of the word, but it is habit forming. If you drink caffeine regularly, your body will become habituated to its effects. You might feel like you can't wake up in the morning until you've had your first cup. And if deprived of your regular caffeine fix, you may develop a temporary headache. So if you're trying to quit caffeine, I recommend weaning yourself gradually to minimize any of those unpleasant side effects. On the plus side, regular consumers also habituate to caffeine's diuretic effects. Contrary to popular lore, drinking caffeinated beverages like coffee and tea or mate is not dehydrating if you drink them regularly. Long-term caffeine use also appears to have neuroprotective effects, reducing the risk of dementia, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's disease. Now, just like different fruits and vegetables have different nutrient profiles, coffee, tea, mate, and the other stimulant beverages each contain unique phytochemicals that may offer distinct benefits. But the similarities here are greater than the differences. You can stick to your favorite caffeine vehicle or play the field. Or, of course, you may choose to abstain altogether. Many of the antioxidant and other disease-fighting compounds that are found in coffee, tea, and mate can also be gotten from non-stimulating fruits and vegetables, in particular, apples, berries, grapes, asparagus, garlic, onions, and spinach. Now, before I continue to a brief discussion of possible risks associated with drinking mate, a word from this week's sponsors. Fabletics is a fashion-focused activewear brand founded by Kate Hudson with a mission to empower women by making a healthy, active lifestyle accessible to everyone. It's your one-stop shop for affordable gym wear. All of their designs are created in-house, and they release brand new styles, collections, and prints every single month. At the risk of sharing too much information, I have absolutely fallen in love with their no-show brief. This full coverage underwear does not show under anything, even yoga pants, and it's super comfortable. And now you can get 2 pair of leggings for only $24 when you sign up to be a VIP. All you have to do is go to fabletics.com/diva. And the best part is there is no commitment to purchase monthly, and you'll get free shipping on all orders over $49. Again, go to fabletics.com/diva and make sure you enter your email when you take the style quiz to get exclusive discounts. That's fabletics.com/diva, and some terms and conditions do apply. Home is where we find harmony, health, and happiness. And Cijo creates timeless bedding and wellness essentials that elevate your home from a space to a sanctuary. It's luxury made affordable. Cijo's luxurious, sustainable bedding is cool to the touch, silky soft, hypoallergenic, and antimicrobial. That means you'll get your best, healthiest sleep ever. Their bamboo lyocell fabric is unbelievably soft. And unlike a lot of other bamboo bedding on the market, it's eco-friendly. And you can sleep even easier knowing that a portion of your purchase is donated to the Joyful Heart Foundation. I love this fabric so much that I actually went in for some Cijo pajamas as well. They're unbelievably soft and cozy even after multiple washes. Visit cijohome.com/diva and use the code DIVA for 10% off your order. And when you go to that URL and use that code, you'll also get either a signature candle or an herbal tea bundle for free with your purchase. Just go to sijohome.com/diva and use the code DIVA. And now, are there any risks to drinking mate? Mate leaves are traditionally cured over a wood fire, and that gives it a slightly smoky flavor. This is similar to the process used to create lapsang souchong tea. Now, unfortunately, the smoke also imparts polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. You'll sometimes see those abbreviated as PAHs, and these are carcinogenic compounds that are also present in other smoked foods and grilled meats. Very high consumption of mate, or for that matter, high consumption of any smoked food or grilled meats, might increase the risk of cancer due to increased exposure to these PAHs. Some studies have linked high consumption of mate or tea with increased rates of oral and esophageal cancers, but this may have more to do with the temperature of the beverages than with PAH exposure. Drinking very hot liquids of any kind appears to increase the risk of oral and gastric cancers. So if you're one of those people who like your coffee, tea, or mate scalding hot, you might want to start letting them cool off just a bit before drinking them. Excessive caffeine consumption, whether from mate or any other source, can lead to some unpleasant symptoms like irritability, sleeplessness, or physical jitters. And people's tolerance for caffeine varies greatly. For some, even a small amount of caffeine creates unpleasant side effects. Others can consume quite a bit of caffeine without any problem. The caffeine content of mate is roughly midway between black tea and coffee, with coffee on the high end. If you're new to mate or any caffeinated beverages, start with a small amount and see how it affects you, and increase gradually. So how do you make this stuff? Well, you can buy mate pre-made. Look near the canned iced teas. Or you can brew your own. Now, the traditional method is to pour near boiling water over the leaves and steep for several minutes. And the tea is then strained and served either hot or cold, and with or without the addition of a sweetener. If you want to get really traditional, you'll want to brew your mate in a gourd and sip it through a special metal straw with a filter at one end to keep all the little bits from getting into your mouth. Mate can also be shared as a ritual of friendship or hospitality, and of course, there's a whole set of rules and manners that go along with that. And finally, what does mate taste like? Well, like most caffeinated beverages, mate is an acquired taste. Sugar or honey can be added to make it more palatable, although that also offsets the healthfulness somewhat. But I bet you didn't love your first sip of coffee either, especially if you tried it black. In truth, most traditional stimulant drinks are somewhat bitter due to the various plant alkaloids that give them their special properties. But given their enduring popularity, I would say that the pleasant or useful effects of the caffeine must more than compensate for any initial aversion. You'll find a transcript of today's episode along with links to some of the research that I discussed at quickanddirtytips.com, where you can also search the entire Nutrition Diva archives for past episodes. And if you have a suggestion for a topic that you think would make a good episode, call the Nutrition Diva listener line at 443-961-6206. You can also find me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/nutritiondiva. I'd love to hear from you. Our show is produced by Nathan Sems, edited by Karen Hertzberg, and our team at Macmillan Audio also includes Emily Miller, Michelle Margulis, Morgan Ratner, and our director, Kathy Doyle. But the most important person on our team is you. Thanks so much for listening. I'll be back next week to talk about what's new with prebiotic supplements, and I hope you'll tune in. Have a great week.